and thank you for joining us here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We are coming at you from Perth, Australia. This is the final stop before we head to WrestleMania 6. That's going to be a hell of an event that's going to be happening next April. And tonight, you've got championships that are on the line, 2 Elimination Chamber bouts that will occur, and scores to be settled here tonight. Coming at you from, I don't know what the name of this building is, but I know we're in Perth, Australia. And we're going to kick off the show tonight with the role model Bayley.
The following contest is the Elimination Chamber match. The rules of the match are as follows. 4 participants will be locked away in their respective pods. 2 superstars will start the match in the ring. The participants will be released into the match in random order. Eliminations can take place at any time during the match. The last superstar remaining in the chamber will be declared our Elimination Chamber winner! Making her way to the ring from San Jose, California, Bayley!
And Bayley looks amped and fired up. You already know that she's got a lot of rage just in her tonight, especially after she lost the Women's World title to Charlotte. But I think Bayley has got one of the biggest tests of her career so far. She's going to have to go through 5 other women to get her last shot at Charlotte.
Dakota, the Queen of Bays, Shayna Baszler!
And Shayna Baszler knows all about winning championship gold. I know that she has been a former Women's World Champion in her own accolade when she held it for 167 days, back when she defeated Asuka at WrestleMania about 2 years ago or so. This was back at WrestleMania 4. I know this series has been going on for quite some time, but Shayna Baszler is absolutely relentless. I know a lot of people have been overlooking her for the past couple of months, but she said that in this kind of environment, this is what I thrive on. This is the kind of matchup where I can just inflict pain onto others. And I don't think she cares about Bayley or any other woman in this matchup.
It's Tiffy time!
And from Prior Lake, Minnesota, the WWE Women's United States Champion, Tiffany Stratton!
And Tiffany Stratton, she's had quite a bit of a showcase as of the last couple of months. She had just recently defeated Roxanne Perez to win the Women's United States Championship. We know that was Roxanne's first title defense that took place from it, and it was all thanks to Rhea Ripley, who is going to be competing in this matchup here in just a couple of minutes. She costed Roxanne the title. Tiffany Stratton saw the opportunity and she capitalized on it. And she is going to look to walk into WrestleMania if she wins tonight, possibly as a champ, as a double champ. We know that Tiffany's U.S. title is not on the line in this match. The only thing that will be up for grabs is the opportunity to challenge the Women's World Champion at WrestleMania. And speaking of WrestleMania, this woman right here is going to do anything and everything she can so that she can make it to the grandest stage, no matter what. Rhea Ripley, she still has a lot of anger in her after she lost the Women's World title at New Year's Revolution. This was back in January that she lost it to Charlotte thanks to the hands of Bayley. So I know she's got a, oh my goodness, Roxanne Perez. Roxanne did not forget about Rhea costing her the championship, and now she's just throwing hands on Rhea Ripley right now. My goodness, you gotta have security just detain Roxanne right now. I don't even think Rhea Ripley is gonna be able to be at 100% in this match. But I don't think Roxanne really cares though, as she now just took Rhea Ripley's opportunity in the Elimination Chamber match. What the hell is this? Ripley was scheduled to be in the match, and now Roxanne said, you took something from me, and I'm gonna take your last opportunity to go to WrestleMania. I mean, she was in her ring gear and everything. She had this planned in the back of her mind. She knew what she was doing when she came out here. It was only a matter of time of she had to put Rhea Ripley down so that she can get exactly what she wanted in this scenario. And I think in this case, Lyra Valkyria's got to be the dark horse of the Women's Chamber match.
And from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria.
And as much as, you know, Lyra Valkyria has been getting pretty warmed up from the admiration of the crowd here tonight, we know she's been gaining some popularity as of recently, especially when she had that Women's Intercontinental Championship matchup with Kairi Sane back in December on SmackDown. And this is her first big opportunity. She had qualified to be in this matchup. We know it's 3 competitors from Raw and 3 from SmackDown. As Alicia Taylor said earlier, 4 women are going to start the ring. The 4 women are going to be inside the pods, and 2 of them will start. And in this case, it looks like Lyra Valkyria is going to be one of the 2 to start this match. And we already know who's set in stone to face her, and it's the Empress, Asuka. Asuka, no stranger as well, especially not a stranger when it comes to being the Women's World Champion. She held the same title that Charlotte Flair did for a whopping 645 days, the longest championship reign in Spirit Pro Wrestling history. And she also said, you know, it's been a long time since I've competed in the main event of WrestleMania for a championship. And tonight, this is her last stop, her last opportunity to do so, along with the rest of the 5 women in this fight. You know, both Charlotte and Becky watching this matchup very closely as to determine who will be facing either one of them in the main event next month at WrestleMania. You see Asuka already just trying to give her, trying to showcase her and trying to be, why did I almost say intimate? Oh my goodness, I cannot talk today. The bell rings, the match is underway, and immediately we already start things off with some stiff kicks here from Lyra and Asuka. And already Lyra Valkyria, my goodness, with a springboard onto the ropes there. What a move there by Lyra. I mentioned the only way to really win this matchup is either by pinfall or submission. In this case, Lyra Valkyria is already looking to maybe, you know, settle the score here and finish this matchup early. If she's able to put Asuka away this early into the matchup, I mean, she would pretty much just wait until the next woman comes out of the pod. Then we know later as well, we've got the men's Elimination Chamber that's going to be taking place, and already Lyra Valkyria going for the cover. Is she going to be able to put away Asuka? Going for the 1 and a kick out here by the Empress. The crowd here, Lyra Valkyria, like I mentioned, she's one hell of a competitor. You put her in the ring, you give her a spotlight, and she's going to capitalize on it. As we now await the next entrant in the chamber match. And we know the history between Shayna Baszler and Asuka, and that is immediately who she is targeting here, as Asuka goes for that kick onto Shayna. Lyra with an Irish whip here on the ropes. Asuka, another forearm here to counter. And just going for those stiff kicks there. Shayna Baszler watching on, trying to jump in at any possible moment she can do so. That is the case with these triple threats. You go from a one-on-one to triple threat to fatal four-way, and then the next thing you know, you've got all women in this matchup. And Asuka and Shayna just continuing their focus on each other, but Lyra tried to get a hit in there, but she wasn't able to do so. Asuka was just too quick for her. Shayna Baszler grabs the leg. She knows a lot of Asuka's arsenal. She was the one that ended Asuka's championship run. Wasting no time whatsoever, the role model enters the match, and Shayna Baszler just knee to the face there of Lyra Valkyria. And you see there, Bayley's trying to find any opportunity she can to jump into this matchup. Completely misfired here as Lyra goes for the splash once again, using the springboard, using those ropes to her advantage. That's the case with Lyra Valkyria, is that she's going to use... She is very comfortable in being in the air. So pretty much just give her the ropes and she's going to go for it. Just like she's doing so right now. Meanwhile, Bayley's going to go for the cover here. 1, 2, and a kick out by Baszler. And Lyra Valkyria, oh my goodness, just tried to splash onto Asuka, but just completely misconnected. And Asuka's going to get some air here. And oh my God, I don't know what's happening over there. I don't know what's happening over there. But Bayley and Shayna are focusing on each other there in the ring. And now sets her sights onto Lyra. And here comes the U.S. champ, Miss Tiffy time, Tiffany Stratton. See here already, Irish whip clearing Shayna Baszler out to the outside. We used to have the steel walls, or we used to have the steel floors that were implemented last year, but I guess they was just a little too dangerous. We couldn't do that, I guess, for whatever reason. And now we've resorted to this. We've resorted to gym mats in this match, and I tried to mod them in, and I guess they just did not work for whatever reason. Shayna Baszler, though, throws Lyra to the outside here. Asuka I guess she tried to go for a move here on Bayley. That didn't work out too well for her, as Shayna Baszler focuses her attention. She's been focusing a lot on Asuka. She knows she has Asuka's number. She's almost like Asuka's kryptonite in this case. Shayna Baszler just focusing more attacks here, and here comes Roxanne Perez, the woman that this was supposed to be Rhea Ripley's spot in the chamber. But Roxanne Perez took that away from her because of what happened. Because of what happened the other matchup that she had when she faced Tiffany. I'm surprised she's not going after Tiffany Stratton and Bayley there with that powerbomb onto Baszler. Right now, just every woman right now, just every woman for herself here. Bayley going for that drop knee. Tiffany Stratton, in this case, she gets pushed aside, and then you've got Roxanne, Lyra, and Asuka just throwing and slugging it out at each other over there on the outside by the announce table. I really hope they don't get near me right now, but Shayna Baszler going for a move here and plants Bayley on the mat. Cover, now is this it? Can't she put her away? Can you imagine? She's the first one eliminated, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. So much chaos just happening in this matchup so far. We're not even 15 minutes into the show yet. We are 15 minutes into the show. And there's just so much going on here as Asuka goes for the cover. Can she put away Lyra Valkyria into the cover at 1? And that's it. Fall there. And Bayley with the rose plant onto Shayna Baszler, looking to put her away. 1, 2, and a kick out by Baszler. And once again, Asuka and Lyra Valkyria just really like going and just jumping off of things, because that's what they've been doing the whole time, and Roxanne is just throwing those stiff punches onto Tiffany Stratton. She definitely has not forgotten that she lost the championship to her. Shayna Baszler in trouble, though. Looked away for a couple seconds. looked away for a couple of seconds, and Shayna Baszler got eliminated. And now Bayley hits a rose plant to Roxanne Perez. Looking to put her away here. Can she do it? 1, 2. Oh, and a kick out by Roxanne. Asuka, I guess, just going to stare at Bayley the whole time. Lyra Valkyria is pretty much dead on the outside. Tiffany Stratton grabs the woman that she defeated to win the championship. And Roxanne very much feels like she would be the champ today if it wasn't for Rhea Ripley. And Bayley now. We know Bayley is the one that's had the most, I guess you could say the most attention in this whole thing. Is she lost the championship to Charlotte in a very questionable fashion at St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Lyra Valkyria putting away that dream of Bayley, and instead that's a kick out. Just trying to put her away just as quickly as she can. We know Bayley just, Charlotte Flair made her statement very, oh my God, Lyra Valkyria with a splash onto Bayley. Made her intention known. She never wanted to face Bayley anymore. But this is her last stop, her last opportunity to do so. And it's going to be in one of the most dangerous matches in Spirit Pro Wrestling history. Roxanne just got thrown to the outside over there by Stratton. Bayley's just trying to play or multitask and play double duty. But Tiffany Stratton realizes that Bayley is not at her best level right now. She's not at her best level physically or mentally right now. Lyra Valkyria, though, seems like she's having a field day here tonight. Just flying across the ring here. She just goes right after Asuka once more. Roxanne with that nice drop kick there onto Tiffany Stratton. Can she put her away into the cover? 1, and it's a 2 count there by Tiffany. Bayley once again focusing once more on Lyra Valkyria again. We know the history with Bayley and Roxanne Perez. If they were supposed to face each other at WrestleMania last year until eventually Charlotte got herself involved in the mix. It feels like a lot of this has pretty much just been onto Charlotte. Tiffany Stratton, though, goes for that roll-up into the cover. Is this it? 1, 2, 3. Roxanne's out.
Perez has been eliminated.
And if you are Rhea Ripley right now, you've got to be ecstatic, but also very pissed off at the same time. Oh, Asuka with the mist. Asuka with the mist onto Lyra Valkyria. Unable to see anything right now. Goes for the cover. Can she put her away? And instead she still manages to fight through. She may be partially blind right now from the mist of Asuka, but that does not mean that she's not aware of what's happening around her. Asuka focuses her attention on the legs of Bayley. She knows they're not in the best condition, especially whenever she took the figure 8 from Charlotte Flair back last month. And Asuka just continuously showcasing why she is one of the best wrestlers in the world right now. Goes for the cover. Can she put away Tiffany Stratton? 1, 2, kick out there. Just any means necessary to just try to do anything at this point. Tiffany Stratton could climb up here to the top, looking to fly possibly, but just to try to connect there on a Bayley, and she completely missed that one. Lyra Valkyria once more. Irish whip to the outside there. My goodness, Bayley's just been taking a hell of a beating tonight. Lyra, though, with that brain buster. Asuka looking to steal that pinfall here from Lyra. And a kick out, though, by Stratton. It didn't really matter at the end of the day. Lyra went for that brain buster. And now once more, she's looking to finish Bayley off here. And she gets her. She's going to put her away. Bayley's WrestleMania dream is just still hanging on as she kicks out. Asuka, though. Asuka combination onto Tiffany Stratton, takes her down. At this point, Asuka's going to play with her food, though. She's not really just, thinking about putting her away just yet. Meanwhile, Lyra and Bayley slugging it out there in the middle of the ring here. And Bayley again gets thrown to the outside. And Asuka and Lyra, these have got to be the MVPs of the matchup so far, as they've just been going back and forth with each other. Back elbow there by Lyra Valkyria. Asuka with another combination of her own receipt. Using the ropes here as leverage. Misconnected, though, as Tiffany Stratton focuses her attention onto Lyra. Irish whips Asuka in the ropes, and just that stiff That stiff slap to the chest there by Tiffany Stratton. All she really needed was just some momentum in this matchup to go on here. And Tiffany just spikes Bayley with the DDT into the cover. Bayley once again still continuing to fight. I don't know how she's doing it right now, but Tiffany Stratton is just climbing at the top here. Oh my goodness. That's got to be like at least like 10, 20 feet in the air that Tiffany just jumped off of it. Bayley's going to do the same thing. Bayley into the cover to pin the U.S. champ, and she's out of here. And we are now down to 3 women in this chamber matchup. It is Bayley, Lyra, Valkyria, and Asuka. Bayley and Asuka from Raw, Lyra from SmackDown. Something's got to give here, and someone's going to have to face either Charlotte or Becky, the winner of that matchup later tonight. Bayley just keeping her attention. Obviously, she's got to keep her attention back in the ring here. Lyra with that, just throwing her body onto her opponents, using it as leverage here, using her weight and her athleticism to her advantage here. Every woman in this matchup has been targeting the leg of Bayley. They know that that is her Achilles leg, so to speak, or Achilles heel, whatever it is that they call it. I don't even know. Lyra Valkyria, though, heads to the top rope with the frog splash. Plants the role model. Bayley's done for tonight. 1, 2, 3, and a kick out by Bayley, though. Asuka. That gave Asuka just a couple of seconds to recuperate and catch her breath so that she could get back into this fight. Bayley, on the other hand, rolls out of there by Lyra Valkyria. Lyra's going to continue to go for some kicks. Bayley counters with the roll in here, going for the cover. Looking to steal a pinfall here. 1, 2, 3, and Lyra's out.
Valkyria has been eliminated.
We are now down to sudden death mode. Asuka, Bayley, one of these women are going to go to WrestleMania to challenge for the title. Asuka making her intention known that she is not a stranger when it comes to being in this position. 1, 2, 3, a kick out by Bayley. Like I mentioned, both women very familiar with being at the top of the mountain. Asuka with her legendary title run, and Bayley, who has won the last shot to get her hands on Charlotte and to get revenge on her. Slap to the face there by Bayley. And another punch there onto the Empress. Focusing her attention again. Irish whips her into the ropes. Bayley going for the Bayley to belly. She connected it into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and a kick out by Asuka. If you are Bayley right now, I don't know what you could be thinking in this case. But she's going to still continue to keep fighting and use any method possible that she can. Bayley hits her Rose Plant. Rose Plant onto Asuka. 1, 2, 3, and a kick out once again. Bayley's just going to continue to keep going. She doesn't have any other choice right now. Asuka refusing to stay down in this fight. 1 more Rose Plant for good measure. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Bayley is going to WrestleMania.
Here is your winner, Bayley!
One final stop was all that she needed, and now she is back on track to what is important to her, and that is taking down Charlotte, giving her a seat. Speaking of Charlotte, Bayley, watch out! Oh my God! Charlotte making her intention known immediately. Who the hell she's messing with?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing Gallus from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre!
And McIntyre and Sami Zayn have got a score to settle here tonight. Their feud dates back to WrestleMania last year. McIntyre walked in as the world champion, and Sami Zayn was the one that cashed in his contract. I mean, Sami ended up failing to cash in, but Drew McIntyre felt like Sami was the reason Drew lost the championship. Feels like to this day, Drew would still be on top if it wasn't for Sami Zayn. He's held that grudge for almost more than a year now. And he even challenged Carmelo Hayes for the title. Came unsuccessful because of this man right here, the underdog from the underground. Some like to call him Generico.
Opponent from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Sami Zayn!
And Sami Zayn, he knows how to be at the top of the mountain just like Drew has. He's been a former WWE champion in the past, but it's been so long that not really a lot of people remember it. But he has recently, his recent accomplishment being that Money in the Bank contract. He was a snarky, a cocky, an arrogant man when he held the contract. He got ahead of himself when he cashed in, took that opportunity for McIntyre, but now it seems like he has turned to the admiration of the crowd here. And Sami Zayn costed McIntyre the US title back on Raw a couple of months ago. And McIntyre has now said, you know what, I'm not going to bring Joe Coffey or Wolfgang out with me tonight. This is going to be a one-on-one. This is going to be a clean fight, and I'm going to get my payback on you. Here we go, the bell rings, the match is underway, and immediately McIntyre just clothesline onto Sami Zayn. I think just all of his spit just came out of his mouth here. And at this point, McIntyre's just toying with him here. Just absolutely just messing with Sami Zayn right now with that shoulder tackle. That elbow drop there, just Drew McIntyre, he knows he has a major size advantage over Sami Zayn. He's been waiting so long just to get his hands on him. And Sami's going to fight back here. Sami Zayn's best strategy is pretty much just keep McIntyre down as much as he possibly can. Now they're going to start off here with a collar and elbow tie-up. Sami Zayn just going to inflict some damage to the lower back here. Drew McIntyre, if there's one advantage he can go here for, it's going to be for that lower back. We know McIntyre has a weaker point in that area, and now McIntyre is going to continue to crank the head here of Sami. Just inflicting as much just damage and enough pressure to damage Sami Zayn here. Sami's going to continue to fight back right now. It seems like he's struggling to even get out of this McIntyre's physique, allowing him to maintain the strength here. But Sami Zayn's going to counter, go for that, looks for a roll up here, goes for the cover, looking to finish this matchup early. McIntyre's going to kick out though. There goes Sami heading up to the top rope here. Looked like a swanton of some sort. McIntyre's going to roll to the outside, going to catch a breather here for just a couple of seconds. But Sami Zayn knows that his best strategy right now is pretty much just going to use McIntyre on the steel steps. There goes Sami Zayn. Again, focuses his attention on the leg here on Drew McIntyre. That's the best route that you can go for. Target the legs of the bigger opponent. McIntyre with a strong clothesline. Now just gonna continuously just stomp on Sami. No remorse whatsoever from the Scottish psychopath. And then, oh my God, just Sami just ate all of the steel from the steps. McIntyre just playing with this food at this point. Does not even care whatsoever about what he's doing to Sami. Sami's going to get back up, though. You saw McIntyre just taunting him there just for a couple of seconds. Try to go for a shoulder tackle here. McIntyre again gets his hands on Sami. Sami countering here with some punches of his own. Look at that drop kick there. Lower drop kick. It seems like that's the case. McIntyre with a Claymore early on in the matchup to put Sami away for good. 1, 2, 3. And a kick out by Zayn, though. It's going to take a little bit more than that, though, to put Sami Zayn away here. McIntyre, I think he realized it, but he wanted to test it out just to see just how much Sami is really, you know, aware in this matchup so far. We're going to go Irish whipping with the ropes here, and a nice move there by Sami Zayn. Again, he's going to focus on keeping McIntyre on the floor as much as he can. That's the best route that he could go here. Sami Zayn go for the Blue Thunder Bomb. And can he put him off here already? 1, 2, 3. And no, McIntyre is going to continue to go at it here. Sami Zayn now letting his intention known. He's not done with McIntyre. Try to go for the haluva kick. Haluva kick, whatever the hell you want to call it. Drew McIntyre plants Sami down to the mat. Goes for the cover. Nice combination here. Looking to put Sami away, but oh, and that looked like a really close near fall there. Could have put Sami away right then and there, but I guess there's other plans to be had in mind. Sami gets thrown to the ropes here. McIntyre using that to his advantage. Grabbing some momentum so that he could throw him across the ring here. Just pushing Sami's face onto the mat. Trying to keep his shoulders down as much as possible. McIntyre is keeping all of that weight on top of Sami's shoulders. Making it harder to kick out. But Sami Zayn, he's got too much stamina and resiliency right now as he's looking to fly. Drew McIntyre caught him in midair, setting him up for a suplex. Plants him. Sami Zayn might have to double think of that one. He may have to second guess himself whenever it comes to going back up on the top rope, and now McIntyre is getting cocky. McIntyre now is flying over the top rope as well, just to prove a point to Sami. It's even more dangerous when McIntyre flies. He's the bigger competitor. Sami grabs the leg though. Corkscrew pushes him out of his way. Gives him just a couple of seconds to recuperate. Just enough time for him to come back. For him to continue fighting. Now he's feeling it here. Goes for the cover. Looking to put him away. McIntyre. Kick out here though. Sami Zayn knows that he's still got a little bit more he's got to do here. He's not done just yet. He grabs McIntyre, backs an Irish whip, backs him into the corner here into a hell of a kick. Haluva kick by Sami Zayn into the cover. Can he put a McIntyre away here? 1, 2, 3, and McIntyre takes the pin. Sami Zayn gets the victory. Sami with the victory tonight, and McIntyre, what a sore loser he's being right now. Sami Zayn gonna throw some punches. McIntyre. Letting the intentions known that McIntyre is gonna have to walk out of here a sore loser if he's gonna try to pull that out of his hat. And we are set for the Women's Tag Team Championships up for grabs. Dakota Kai and Raquel Rodriguez, this new alliance formed back not too long ago, actually, when The after party went against the Unholy Union for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Of course, Katana and Kayden retained. Dakota, no stranger to holding championship gold, as she was the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion. And Raquel Rodriguez, the woman that won the Royal Rumble match last year and went on to face Ripley at WrestleMania. She was unsuccessful in winning the championship, though, and we hadn't seen Raquel in quite some time, but tonight she came back as the muscle of this group, and their intentions were known from the start that they want gold.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Katana Chance and Kayden Carter, your current women's tag team champions. They have held the titles now for 123 days. Just a little bit short from, they've only got a couple of months though to break the all-time record of Candice and Indy to win the titles. But ever since they won those championships, they have put on instant bangers, as the kids like to call it, against some of the best in this women's division, the women's tag team division. And tonight, they've got a test, and they are going to look to make to WrestleMania to defend the titles.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, the team of Raquel Rodriguez and Dakota Kai. And their opponents, the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Kayden Carter and Katana Chance, the Spitfire Warriors.
And the champs feel confident and ready tonight to defend their championships once more. We know there's a lot of pressure put onto them. We know that Dakota and Raquel have nothing to lose in this case, while Katana and Kayden are looking to walk into WrestleMania together as champions. One of their bigger goals of their careers. The bell rings, the match is underway, and immediately look, very interesting choice to go with Raquel to start the match up the cover. Already in a kick out though by Kayden Carter. I think it's very interesting that they decided on going with Raquel to start this matchup, the bigger competitor. We know that the earlier that you could get some bigger hits in, the more easier I guess it would be during the matchup. And Kayden Carter right now is in trouble though. She's managing to power through Raquel's offense. Goes for the stiff forearms there. Raquel Rodriguez goes for the attack there. Katana Chance try to get her. Irish whips her in the corner here. Kayden Carter with the back elbow of her own. Katana watching on as her partner, I guess, gonna go fly for a bit here, using the ropes to her advantage, and there goes Raquel. Dakota trying to already get tagged into this matchup, but Raquel with a stiff clothesline. Very stiff clothesline there from Kayden Carter. She's got her in the corner here. Looked like she tried to make the tag to Dakota. Irish whips here into the corner once again, and now Kayden Carter will focus her attention, try to tag in her partner, and she wasn't able to do so. Raquel Rodriguez, though, with a strong suplex there by the challenger. Could be the champion if she wins here tonight. The champs, the defending champs, are gonna have to. They're gonna continue to go at it. They're gonna do everything they possibly can to retain their championships. Kayden Carter, neckbreaker there it seems onto Raquel, going for the cover to win and retain the titles, and a kick out there once more by the challenger. And Raquel Rodriguez was out for a couple of months. She came back, and it was not the same Raquel that we knew from before. This time she had turned the other way. She aligned herself with Dakota Kai, and now it seems like they care less about making friends around here and more about just absolute winning championships. And now Katana Chance going for that. They try to grab Raquel Rodriguez here, and now Irish whips her, but Hurricanrana here going for the cover. Can she put her away already? 1, 2, and a kick out though by Raquel. In this case, it's got to be quick tags that the champs have got to be doing, and now Dakota enter this matchup. Dakota and Kayden Carter now focusing their attention, but Kayden Carter, very stiff super kick onto Dakota. Now she's going to grab a handful of hair here onto Kayden Carter, keeping her cornered as much as she possibly can. And now Kayden's going to run to the corner here with a stiff forearm. Dakota Kai is down. Kayden Carter keeping the momentum while she's got her right where she wants her in that corner. Now going for the cover here, looking to put away the champion. And a challenger. There's a kick out there by Dakota. Now Kayden Carter once again with another attack there, using the ropes to her advantage. She gets Dakota back up to her feet. Gotta go for another punch. Suplex here. Instead, Dakota Kai is going to counter into a roll-up of her own. Can she get a sneaky pin here and win the matchup? And now Kayden, roll-up. Dakota, once again, cover 1. And now, oh my goodness, just back and forth between the two. Dakota's in trouble here. Kayden Carter plants her face first onto the mat here. Raquel Rodriguez making the save to her partner. Once again, Dakota Kai looking to just make that sneaky pinfall here. Surprise roll up. Once again, Irish whip, or not Irish whip. Hurricanrana onto the champion. Dakota Kai looking to fly here, makes the tag to Katana just in time, where Dakota Kai just pretty much just ate that prime bottle that's in the middle of the ring. She hoists herself back up to her feet here. Katana Chance in trouble though. Possibly we could be seeing the chiropractor. Doesn't seem to be the case yet. She hit her with the step up enziguri. Another tag to Raquel Rodriguez. Just consistent tags. We know Dakota, their strategy is have Dakota as the stealthy competitor, have Raquel as the muscle. And Katana Chance cranking the neck of Raquel as much as she possibly can, keeping her down as much as she possibly can. Makes the tag to Kayden Carter, and here comes her opponent. Now, oh my goodness, though, an attack though by Raquel. Raquel setting her up here to put her away. Probably to go for the Chingona bomb. Can she plant her? And she got it. Seems like she implemented it, but Katana Chance broke up the pinfall just in time. Dakota Kai now enters this matchup once again. Kayden Carter doesn't really look too good right now. Seems like she's not at her best right now, it seems. She took a hit earlier that might have dwindled her momentum a little bit. Dakota Kai, though, setting up for the kick. And now just using her legs to her advantage and using her speed to go right after Kayden. This crowd just absolutely booing the ever-loving hell out of the challengers. Tried to make a double team tag to Raquel. Dakota running the ropes here to set up for the chiropractor. She's gonna need a go 2-1 after this. 1, 2, 3. We've got new champions. Dakota and Raquel have won the titles.
Here are your winners and the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. The team of Dakota Kai and Raquel Rodriguez.
Dakota finally feeling like she has implemented her story as her and Raquel capture Championship gold, the first title in Raquel's career here in Spirit for Wrestling. Congratulations to the new champs, Raquel and Dakota.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the OTC Roman Reigns!
And ladies and gentlemen, I feel like this matchup is going to open a lot of wounds for both of these men. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins battling it out here. The last time these two faced off one-on-one, this was back at Over the Limit. Seth was the world champ. Roman was the challenger. Know the history between each other with the Shield. And tonight, Roman is locked in. He is at 100%. He's still a bit frustrated from being eliminated very early on in the Rumble. Rollins put that on his face. And tonight, Roman said, we're going to decide once and for all who is at the top of their game, who is at the top of the mountain. Roman feels for the longest time in his career he has not been able to progress into world championship status once more without Seth lingering behind him.
His opponent from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth Rollins!
And Seth Rollins, the final World Heavyweight Champion in history, when he lost the championship in the unification match to Finn Balor back at the beginning of this year. Since then, he's also had a bit of frustration as well on his own end. Aside from Roman Reigns, Seth has felt, his goal of WrestleMania is pretty much gone and out. He's not going to be able to walk in this year as the world champion. And he also feels that's because of Roman Reigns. Feels that Roman has always tried to be better than him. Has always tried to overshadow him. Rollins has been the one with the world title. Rollins has been the one with the most success. But tonight, seems like that is way past Seth Rollins' head. All he wants right now is to humiliate Roman. Oh my God. Seth Rollins with a slap to the face there by Roman Reigns. The bell rings, the matchup is underway, and it already looks like this is not going to be a pretty match here, ladies and gentlemen. Rollins and Reigns already starting things off here with the collar and elbow tie-up. Rollins with a cheap shot onto Roman in the corner. Roman tried to play the better man here, tried to play the bigger man in offering a handshake to Rollins, giving him an opportunity to settle things like men. And what did Rollins want to do? He wanted to cheap out. He wanted to get into Roman's head, and he slapped him right across the face, just like Roman did to Rollins right now. Now he's going to crank the arm here of Roman. And then once again, another back and forth here with this combination of some chain wrestling from both competitors. Rollins managing to choke out Reigns for just a couple of seconds, just enough for him to lose some oxygen, for Rollins to fully capitalize on any weak points on Roman. Godwin. Rollins here, you already see him trying to tell Roman to get up. Already wanting to put this matchup for good. Rollins Irish whips here into the ropes. Gonna step up in a sling blade there by the Architect. Rollins heads up to the double rope. That middle rope here onto Roman. Gets the attack onto the Tribal Chief. And Roman's gonna manage to fight out of it here. Those stiff elbows there. Oh, miscommunication there. Looks like the ref got caught in the attack, and Rollins bought Rollins just enough time to capitalize. And what a move there by Rollins, using the ropes and just flying across the ring. You know, Rollins is a very arsenal competitor. Loves to compete in this hybrid style. And Roman, on the other hand, he's a powerhouse. Roman loves to use his strength to his advantage, his speed, his quickness, his agility, his stamina. Roman right now running into the corner here. Now gonna plant Rollins onto the mat, just carrying him with one hand. Makes it look completely effortless that he picked up a 200+ pound man on his shoulders with little to no effort whatsoever. That would have probably broken a collarbone if you are the average man, but Roman is not the average man. Another collar and elbow here, it seems. Roman Reigns got Rollins on his shoulders here using the ropes, and Rollins got whiplash there. Gets right back up though, completely unfazed by Roman's attack though, and Roman tried to go for the top rope. Try to make a splash here, and Rollins gets throws Roman to the outside, and down he goes. Now Rollins gonna contemplate here just for a couple of seconds what his game plan's gonna be here. Roman with the kick. His calculation there. Rollins and Reigns continuing to take this fight to the outside. Oh my God. That stiff forearm onto the back of Roman's neck could easily paralyze a man if you hit him in the right place at the right effort. Roman is just throwing some stiff punches. No care to Rollins whatsoever. Try to go for a Superman punch. It seems though Rollins. Another attack there. They're going to get Roman back into the corner. Instead, Roman's going to capitalize with some back elbows. Their attacker, Rollins countered. Referee's at an 8 count. These two have got to get back in the ring, otherwise it's might be a double count out. Rollins saw the opportunity that Roman was distracted for just a couple of seconds. Hit him with the pedigree. Roman Reigns, that pinfall did not count as Roman was too close to the ropes. And now Rollins is going to try to drag Roman's carcass back in, only to set him up for the stop here. Roman Reigns unable to get up now. 1, 2. Oh, and a kick out though by Roman. Rollins seems unfazed though. He seems like he's seen this thing before in the past. He's been in the ring with Roman before. He knows what kind of competitor he is, which is why his strategy at this point in the matchup is just keep him outside and near ringside. Throwing back in here. At this point, Rollins is just undecided on where he really wants to go from here. In this case, he seems pretty confident. A fly on the top rope. Went for the elbow drop of Roman Reigns. Got out of it just in time. And again, Rollins capitalizing, using just those couple of distractions to go after Roman. That's the thing he knows about Roman Reigns, is that he knows he likes to think very last second. Rollins is a strategist, but at the same time, he's not quick enough to come after Roman here. Put those two together and you've got chemistry. Roman Reigns right now, stiff back elbows though onto Rollins. Irish rips him in the corner here, and you see Roman frustrated at him. Built up anger over the years. Roman right now, just grabbing a handful of Rollins' hair, does not even seem phased that he's just beating the ever-loving crap out of Rollins. Looks like he's trying to set up for a drive-by here. Oh my God. But Rollins seems to be getting up very quickly in these sequences as Roman's gonna fly here, and this time he actually managed to hit Rollins right where he wanted him. Maybe he could be setting up for the Superman punch, but instead hit him with that headbutt onto Rollins. Now Roman Reigns just kind of pacing himself right now, using this time, buying as much time as he possibly can to keep Rollins down. See there, God, just going for that arm. Continues to target every limb from Seth Rollins, as now Rollins could be in trouble here. 1, 2, and a kick out though. Well, now Rollins is now cut up in this matchup. I think that's got to be one of the things that distracts him so far in this thing. Roman Reigns, I guess Irish whip him here into the corner, but Rollins countered with some elbows of his own. Irish whips him into the corner, and now he's just gonna continue to taunt Roman right now. Setting him up here, oh my God, and clocks him on the back of the neck, setting it up for the stomp here. Into the cover, Rollins. Oh, and Roman with the kick out. You see people already getting up out of their chairs after that second curve stomp that was hit by Rollins. And now flies to the top, using the knee to his advantage. And Roman Reigns has not looked to be in the best condition ever since he got hit by that curve stomp. Roman Reigns once again. Oh, and a German suplex though by Rollins. Cover now, looking to put him away here. 1, 2, 3, and a kick out though by Roman. May have spoken too soon though. Seth Rollins going to continue to fight in it. Going to continue to just inflict as much pain and using his athleticism to his advantage, but that does not faze Roman at all. Roman tried to go for a Superman punch. Rollins counters with the kick. Another back elbow here. Rollins into the DDT. Back and forth between these two men right now. Oh, and Roman though sends Rollins again back to the outside, and now they're going to continue where they started out here. Roman setting up for a Superman punch, and down goes Seth. Referee at a 3 count. Rollins has not moved ever since he got hit by that Superman punch. And Roman Reigns, on the other hand, is not phased at all. Just watching Seth's body try to lift itself into the spear. Roman Reigns getting back in the ring though, and getting back to the outside just to break up the pinfall, or just to break up the count out in time. Reset the clock here. Roman said, that's not how I want to finish this matchup. I'm going to put Rollins down. See Seth's not even got much in him right now though. He's dragging his body, literally dragging his body to a corner just to get a couple of seconds to breathe. But Rollins seems like he's built up some momentum here. Gonna speak things up here, and a drop kick though by the Tribal Chief. Rollins seems like he's been getting energized now into the Phoenix Splash. Reigns counters, gets out of Seth's way just in time. Now he's got him again onto his shoulders. What is he thinking about here? What a punch though on Rollins. Baseball punch, it seems. And now Roman setting him up to spear him, and he got him. Seth Rollins into the cover. Roman to win tonight. Oh, and a kick out by Rollins. You are Roman right now. It's going to take a little bit more than that to put a former world champ away. Right now, just kind of contemplating where he really wants to go from here. What is his game plan moving forward in this match? I was going to roll to the outside here. Gonna go Seth into the kick. Again goes Roman to the outside. This may be the third time at this point that these two have fought out here in front of the announcer desk. And Rollins just going after Roman, going after his face, just going after every body part that he can think of that is visible, that he can just target Roman. Oh, but Roman Reigns, though, countered. Gotta get back in the ring here, and Rollins is going to take this time, though, to take a breather. Roman, what's he thinking? Roman Reigns is going to fly! What a diving clothesline by the Tribal Chief. Seth Rollins, you see all the bruises in his body right now. There's not really much left to give for him in this instance. There we go. They got to take things back inside the ring here. I don't think they would be satisfied if this match was a count out or a disqualification finish. Rollins, the third pedigree for good measure. One. Roman Reigns kicked out at 1. I cannot believe this, ladies and gentlemen. Roman Reigns has been hit by 3 curve stomps, and he kicked out at 1 in the third. Oh my God, a clothesline though by the Tribal Chief. And I think at this point now he's starting to get warmed up here. Starting to realize that Rollins is a bane in his existence. Unable to progress in his career if it wasn't for that man. I'm going after the neck here of Seth. I see Roman just trying everything he possibly can. Rollins counters. At this point right now, it looks like he's going to go back up to the top rope here. You see him just slowly making his way up though. Doesn't seem like he's got much fight left in him right now. Roman once again tried to get Seth out of the corner. He countered with an elbow drop here, it seems. Oh, I got a bionic elbow, I'm at. Roman rolls to the outside here as these two just putting on an absolute clinic right now. Here in Perth, Australia, Seth Rollins with the pedigree. They realize them fighting on the outside is not the outcome they are looking for in this match. Drop kick, and down goes Reigns once again. I don't like what Seth is thinking here. The Phoenix Splash onto ringside. What a brilliant move there by Rollins. Roman is just pretty much dead right now. He has not moved ever since he got taken by that Phoenix Splash from Seth. Went for the elbow drop though, trying to get as much damage. Again, Roman with a stiff big boot there. I don't think Seth is looking good. Another spear. Things are not looking good at all for either man right now. Both of them just have been putting on an absolute Clinic going for the cover. Here is the sick. Can he put him away? 1, 2, 3. No, it's a kick out. And Seth Rollins, I think he set himself up for failure. As Roman Reigns again grabbing Rollins by one hand, slamming him on the mat. And Roman Reigns looks like he got the Superman punch. He's not done though. Spear! Good night, Rollins. 1, 2, 3. What a battle between these two men. And Rollins show of respect from Seth. He may not like him, but he's gonna respect his worth ethic at the end of the day.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Women's World Championship.
Becky Lynch right now. We know she's had history with Bayley and Charlotte. She came up around the same time period that they did. But Charlotte has been the one with the most success. Becky and Charlotte have had very much success in the past. Becky Lynch, no stranger to being a world champion. She's done it before. She's been a WrestleMania's champ. She's had feuds with some of the best competitors in the world in the women's division in the past. But tonight it seems like she wants to avenge Bayley. Becky knows how heartbroken Bayley was in losing the title to Charlotte. Becky is tired. She wants to shut up Charlotte for good. And she wants to take that spotlight from WrestleMania. But not if this woman has anything to say about it. Charlotte Flair. First championship defense since winning the title off of Bayley. Not the first time she's captured the Women's World Championship, though. And Becky's going to be her first test. We know the winner of this match is set to take on Bayley at WrestleMania next month. Charlotte Flair would love nothing more than walk into the grandest stage, but at the consequence, she would have to face Bayley. Becky Lynch, on the other hand,
Introducing
is making her statement now.
from Dublin, Ireland, the man, Becky Lynch. And her opponent from the Queen City, the WWE Women's World Champion, Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair is not the fan favorite tonight to walk out as champion, but I really do not think she has even she even cares to process the boos. Becky Lynch feels like she has to put down Charlotte to stop her, prevent her from going to WrestleMania. The bell rings, the match is underway, and immediately you're going to start things off here with Charlotte getting some offense, though. We got Becky Lynch counters. Going for the back here of Charlotte Flair on her own. Another right there by Charlotte Flair. Another history between each other. We know Charlotte and Becky have feuded in the past as well. Back with the Raw Women's title. Well, that was at one point that they captured that championship. It was eventually the title that Rhea held before it was unified to become the Women's World title that it is today. Just continuing to crank the arm here of Becky Lynch. She knows that the disarmer has put away a lot of women in the past and is very much a big risk for Charlotte if she gets locked into that. What's her best strategy for that? Just remove the body part that lets her even lock in that hold in the first place, and that's going to be the arms. Gonna attack here. I don't know whether it was Sonya Deville or whether it was Tamina that was on the outside that threw in that kendo stick, but the referee was distracted for a couple of seconds and Charlotte managed to kick out there. Becky Lynch though with a stiff kick though. Gonna go for a leg drop here and a counter by Charlotte into the back elbow. Spinning back elbow by the Queen. Now Becky Lynch, an Irish whipping with ropes here. Gonna step up, grab Becky Lynch midair here, into the takedown. Doesn't seem like she's in the best condition right here. Charlotte Flair looking to fly. Becky Lynch completely unaware of what's happening, and so is the referee because Tamina just removed a turnbuckle over there in that right corner, and I don't think she even realized it. Becky Lynch tried to go for a move here. Charlotte Flair countered her to her own roll-up, a kick out though by Lynch. And again, she's going to use the legs to keep her grounded as much as possible. Becky with that cheap shot there. Backfired on Charlotte as she tried to get some advantage from the referee being distracted. Becky Lynch with that nice kick onto Charlotte Flair. Now she's continuing to keep her down as much as she possibly can. Slap there on the leg. Yeah, this crowd is just not fazed by Charlotte Flair whatsoever. She heads up to the top. Oh, and tried to get it, but misconnected. Becky Lynch is still dazed in the corner. Gave her just enough time, though. From the error, and Charlotte Flair in trouble. Becky Lynch got caught with that neat attack to the leg. And for another back and forth here, Becky Lynch just throwing just strikes. Anything that lands for her at this point. And Charlotte trying to lift herself back up to her feet. Becky Lynch gonna whiplash her into the ropes. And now Sonya and Tamina are gonna cause just a bit of a distraction enough for Charlotte to catch a breather. Yeah. Oh my God, though, with a spear. This is exactly what I knew was gonna happen. Charlotte Flair was gonna use her posse, or literally her posse, to help her out in this match. Natural selection. Charlotte Flair is gonna walk out of here with the win and a kick out though by Becky. Gonna take a little bit more than that though to put the man away. Charlotte goes for the punch here. Once again, Becky with the back elbow of her own. Slap to the chest. And now we're back and forth slugging it out here. strong clothesline by Lynch. Becky looking to win the Women's World title tonight. Going to fly with that leg drop. Springboard leg drop, it seems. 1, 2, 3. A kick out by Flair. Becky Lynch has been out of the world title picture in quite some time, but she is showing the world that she is going to head back to WrestleMania. Into the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out again by Flair. Said Becky walked into WrestleMania as champ before in the past. She's not afraid of doing it again. Flair again with an attack to the leg on Becky. Sonya and Tamina floating over there in the corner as they watch along as Charlotte just misconnected there. Becky Lynch over an attack. Charlotte Flair counter. Top of the chest now. Charlotte. Natural selection. And again, she's going for the cover to put away Becky. 1, 2, 3, and a kick out by Lynch again. Charlotte Flair, now you see that she's getting frustrated there. She can't get frustrated just yet. Charlotte Flair is locking in the figure 8. There's absolutely nowhere for Becky Lynch to get out of it here. Locks it in. Becky Lynch is in trouble. Can she get out of this thing? Struggling. Trying to make it to the rope, but she just can't escape it. And a punch to Flair. Becky Lynch somehow was able to escape the figure 8 from the champion. Becky has now busted up Charlotte Flair. You see the red on her face. And she goes once again, and down goes Charlotte to the outside. But so is Becky Lynch, but in this case, she's gonna take it to the sky first. Oh my goodness. Becky and Charlotte putting on a hell of a match right now. She throws her back into the ring as Becky does not have the champion's advantage. She could win by pinfall or count out, disqualification or count out, but it would not matter, as Charlotte Flair would still be the champ. And she's gonna try to finish her off here early on. Becky Lynch managed to get out of it. Another reversal by Flair. Nice roll out by Lynch into the spear. Brilliant execution there. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and a kick out again. Charlotte Flair is getting arrogant. She's getting cocky, and she's getting ahead of herself. She's going for another figure 8. This time, looks to finally finish it off here. Lynch, she let it go. Charlotte Flair just let go of the figure 8. She didn't want to put away Lynch like that. Just, and a spinning back elbow again. Lynch back up though to her feet. She still has some fight left in her. The question is, how long can she go at it before one of these women's stamina is going to go out here? Charlotte again with a suplex. Lynch does not seem to be in the best condition right now. Meanwhile, Charlotte, what does she have in mind here? Telling Becky to get up. Oh my God, it looked like Whisper in the Wind, but nobody was home there. And Flair again targets the leg on Becky. And for the cover, is this it? Looking to put her away. Kick out though by Lynch. See, just Charlotte just thinking of herself. She's thrown everything at her at Becky so far. I can't think of what else could be left. We're gonna back elbow once more. This crowd is just getting louder every second that Charlotte Flair is laying her hands on Becky Lynch. this crowd fired up. They want Becky. They want Becky here tonight. They want her as the champion. In this case, she would face Bayley at WrestleMania next month. But Charlotte Flair is not going to allow that to happen. Not going to allow her championship run to end here. As she calls herself the Forever Champion. Now Irish whip here in the corner. Becky Lynch. Gonna go after the arm of Charlotte Flair, softening it up so that when she connects the arm bar, it will be very easy for her. And Flair gets targeted in the leg. Becky Lynch again with the punch. Gonna finish her off here, going for the manhandle slam, and she got her. Becky Lynch to put her away. 1, 2, no, and a kick out by Flair. Almost crowned a new champion in Becky Lynch, but it's not over. Becky is not done until she says she's done. Cover again. Becky Lynch to win the title, but Flair said no, refusing to give her an ounce of hope. And my God. At this point, she's trying to. If she can't beat Charlotte, her goal is to soften her up for Bayley at least. The way that Charlotte has been doing it this whole time. She has no remorse, no care whatsoever. And now Tamina just attacking Becky Lynch while we were away from the action for a few seconds. And now she's been ejected out of this matchup. Which now leaves Sonya Deville to do the dirty bidding for the Queen. She's gonna fly up to the top though. Instead, she was too far away to even connect to her there. Now Flair with another attack here. Nope, it seems like Becky Lynch countered. Irish whip into the rope. And Charlotte with a move of her own. Another back elbow. Into the cover once more, looking to put her away. Charlotte Flair retaining the championship. But Becky, never say die attitude is what she likes to say. And again, Becky Lynch. Lynch with the clothesline. Lynch with the clothesline. And now she's going to put her away with the armbar. Becky Lynch has got the armbar locked in. Charlotte Flair's in trouble. Charlotte's going to tap. Becky's going to win the title. Oh, but Flair pushing her out of the way. Got out of it just in time to connect the spear. Becky Lynch, it was a hell of a fight. Hell of a valiant effort by the man. But at this point, Charlotte Flair is not holding back anymore. Charlotte Flair in the middle of the ring. Figure 8 onto Lynch. And she has no choice. She's still a human being at the end of the day. There's only so much you could give. And her reign continues tonight as she continues her path on WrestleMania. But speaking of WrestleMania, her opponent, Bayley, letting her intention known right off the bat who she is stepping in the ring with. A woman filled with vengeance.
The following contest is the Elimination Chamber match. The rules of the match are as follows. 4 participants will be locked away in their respective pods. 2 superstars will start the match in the ring. The participants will be released into the match in random order. Eliminations can take place at any time during the match. The last superstar remaining in the chamber will be declared our Elimination Chamber winner! And is for the WWE and WWE World Heavyweight Championships! Introducing the challenger from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles!
And AJ Styles, he's familiar with being in the chamber matchup. He's competed in one of these before, as we are now in our main event. The Men's World Championship on the line. Balor's gonna have to defend against 5 of the most elite athletes in the world who have earned their spot. They have earned their spot to step inside the chamber. To step inside and never come out the same ever again. But for AJ Styles, it's just another day in the office.
My way, my life.
And introducing the challenger from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 223 pounds, Lexis King!
And Lexis King, we know his I guess, quote-unquote best friend Logan Paul competed for the U.S. title, was unsuccessful in defeating Carmelo Hayes last week on Raw. Tonight, Lexis King, this is the biggest match in his career, his only world championship matchup in his tenure here in Spirit Pro Wrestling. And he's doing it in one of the most dangerous matches that a man can step in. See the ring gear, now paying homage to his late great father, Ryan Pillman. Lexis is looking to increase his lineage, his history. And speaking of history, this man is bred for this business.
The challenger from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 200 pounds, Santos Escobar.
The son of one of the greatest luchadors in AAA, whatever that is that you want to say it, depending on where you're from. Phantasma, Santos Escobar, now no longer with the shackles of the LWO, no longer holding the weight of the group, no longer affiliated with them. He has now gone back to his family heritage, his roots, as a reminder of who the hell he is and why he is in this business. What's interesting is that the man that turned on him kicked him out of his own group, he will face with him tonight.
Introducing the champion, representing the Judgment Day, from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, the WWE Champion, and the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Finn Balor!
Finn Balor tonight has the most pressure of any man in the ring, as he is defending his title compared to the other women's chamber where it was a shot at the champion. But in this case, Finn Balor, he loves to fight. He loves the competition. He will do any means necessary to win. But so will this man.
And introducing the challenger from Madrid, Spain, weighing in at 154 pounds, Axiom!
He is one of the competitors that you love to see him in the ring. He is passionate about this business, but all he needs is one shot, one opportunity to show the world what he is made of and to show the world that he could stand with the top names of this business. No, Axiom and Finn Balor, their relationship ended was on a positive note after the King of the Ring. But this man right here is coming for it all.
And introducing the challenger, representing the LWO, from Gomez, Palacio, Durango, Mexico, weighing in at 230 pounds, Andrade!
And Andrade tonight, this is his other opportunity, his last stop to walk in on WrestleMania with the championship. He couldn't win the Rumble as the runner-up, to walk in as the challenger. Tonight, he's got a bigger opportunity to walk in as champion against the man that eliminated him at the Royal Rumble. And Andrade scouting the field here, letting his sights known on the champion. Knows exactly who he's stepping in the ring with. The bell rings, the match is underway, and immediately Axiom goes right after Andrade here as he targets the leg. We are down to our main event, ladies and gentlemen. The final stop before WrestleMania, where one of these 6 men are going to walk in to Las Vegas, holding the Men's World Championship. It could be either one of these competitors that are competing right now. We know that Elimination Chamber always has some surprises on its sleeve from its history in the past. And Andrade right now just looked like he already busted open Axiom. Kind of hard to tell there from the mask, but you can kind of see a cut already in his body. Andrade is going to take advantage of the one-on-one situation. Oh my God, almost hurt himself there. Almost hurt himself pretty badly. And now here comes the former World Heavyweight Champion, the former WWE Champion, AJ Styles. And the first man that he's going after is the one who he defeated at Valentine's Day Massacre in that steel cage match. Axiom and AJ Styles focusing their attention onto each other. Axiom's going to use his quickness to his advantage. Looks like it didn't really work out too well in his favor. You see right now Axiom, though, looking to fly. He just needs to go after Andrade, and he plants him. But just absolutely no-sold that. And now Axiom again focuses on Styles, and down goes Andrade. Now we await the next competitor. And here comes the world champion of Spirit Pro Wrestling, the prince that became the king, Finn Balor. And now, my goodness, you see Santos Escobar right there, just kind of watching along on Andrade. As Andrade goes for the attack with that dropkick there, springboard dropkick by Styles, and then Balor immediately going after that German suplex. Just the more men that enter this matchup, the crazier it's gonna get. We know Braun Breaker is watching this matchup with a very close eye, as his path to WrestleMania can be altered depending on who wins this matchup. Kicks there from Axiom onto Balor, and then they'll stiff forearms from Styles to Andrade. And the son of the lunatic is here, Lexis King. He's definitely the dark horse in this matchup. A lot of men. Oh my goodness, kick out there by Axiom. I'm gonna say a lot of men that Lexis King has pissed off throughout his time here. He's not made very much friends other than Logan Paul so far. In this case, he doesn't have Logan to help him out. It's just him. He's going to carve a name for himself. He's going to do so. Ever since he eliminated Roman Reigns from the Rumble, he has felt like he's at the top of the world. He's felt like he just needs to give himself a little more credit there. Axiom, though, my God, he saw that kick there. And AJ Styles kicked out all at the same time. And the last competitor awaits. We now have Santos Escobar in this fight. And Axiom Irish. Oh my God. Hurricanrana, and then Lexis King with his own attack there. Finn Balor gets thrown to the outside. Well, it doesn't seem like Santos is too phased on focusing on Andrade here. Lexis plants the knee onto Axiom. Styles with an attack of his own. Andrade try to go for the attack here. Finn Balor once again, those stiff kicks there by the champion. If Andrade is able to put away Finn Balor, we would have a guaranteed new men's world champion. All he's got to do is put him away there. Finn Balor with the splash all the way from the top of the chamber. I don't think Balor's done. He feeds off of this energy right now. And Santos with the attack onto Axiom. Finn Balor, meanwhile, just flew from all the way at the top of the pod. Andrade into the cover. 1, 2. Oh, what a kick out, though. It'll take a little bit more than that to put that man away. While Lexis King focuses his attention on Styles, throws him to the outside here. Balor, 19-16 on the outside. Referee into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and Andrade's out. Kind of interesting that Andrade kind of had a bit of a slow count there. I mean, the referee looked perfectly fine, but I guess I'm not the official in this matchup. See, down to 5 competitors right now. Santos, Escobar gaining some momentum, and now Balor is trying to possibly hit the 19-16 onto Axiom from the very top of the corner, but he's gonna, I guess, thought about flying here, and he hit him. He hit Styles. Connected it into the cover. 1, 2, ooh, and a kick out by Styles. Balor, though, once again spiked Lexis King into the cover. Meanwhile, Santos with that Mexican destroyer onto. Ooh, and a kick out, though. It's going to say onto Axiom there for a second. Balor, I guess, trying to go for a 19-16. Just so much happening in the ring right now. Lexis King went low on Finn's Balor's into the cover to finish him off in a kick out. My goodness, could you imagine Lexis King putting away Finn Balor and guaranteeing a new champion? And now Santos goes on to Styles in a kick out. And Lexis King, though, he's got Balor down with his shoulders on the mat here. Oh, and a kick out once again. What the hell could he possibly be doing in this instance? AJ Styles again focuses on taking down Lexis King. Styles and Balor, you know their history with each other. Now Santos Escobar is going to go up to the top here and going to fly, and Styles with the Styles Clash into the cover. It looks like Lexis, not Lexis, but Finn Balor kicked out of it, but Lexis tried to interfere there in some sort. Here goes Styles. Oh my God, planted him head first onto the mat. Balor pushing him away here. You get him back up to his feet. Balor whips him to the outside, down goes Styles. Santos spiked Finn in the back there, and now he's going to possibly set up for Phantom Driver, and he got him. Lexis King gonna eat a pinfall here, possibly. 1, 2, 3, and he's out.
Lexis King has been eliminated.
4 competitors remain now. The world champ still stays intact in this matchup. Here we go, Axiom once again using the ropes as leverage, though. Santos and AJ fighting it out here. Meanwhile, you've got Finn Balor, who's just pretty much dead on the outside. Axiom for a Spanish fly there onto Styles. Santos capitalizing here, grabbing Axiom's mask and just shoving his head onto the mat to inflict some brain damage. Styles went for an attack there into the neck breaker of some sort. And again, focuses his attention on Axiom. Those multiple punches and kicks combination, targeting the leg of Axiom. Now Santos and Finn are going to focus their attention onto each other on the outside here. 1916 onto the Emperor of Lucha Libre as AJ Styles, you see there, oh my God, Finn Balor went for the attack, and so did AJ Styles. This is crazy right now. Styles went to the kicks here. Styles combination. Again, goes for the neck breaker onto Axiom. Finn can barely stand on his feet right now as he's just targeting Santos Escobar. And then on the other hand, you've got AJ Styles who can barely walk right now. And he's just continuing to get thrown onto his tailbone. Axiom here. Ready for her. Katana, oh my God. Finn's leg got hit onto that pot of the chamber. And Santos right now, he's the only one standing on his feet here. As he's attacking he's attacking Axiom. But here comes Styles. Styles gonna go after Santos. Santos countered. Reversal of his own. Finn Balor with the drop kick. And it's just Balor and Axiom who are the only men standing right now. Irish whipped him here, but it seems like he miscalculated Axiom. Axiom throws Santos back inside. Now setting him up here, and now AJ Styles looking to make Balor submit, looking to make him tap out. Balor's been weakened enough in the matchup to possibly do so, but he's still in this. He's still fighting right now, but he's still climbing the cage for whatever reason. And Axiom and Santos are going to focus on each other here. Meanwhile, I don't like that Styles and Balor are both up there. Got Santos with that attack here. Oh my God! Finn Balor! Santos in the cover as well! Gets Axiom out. And then meanwhile on the outside, Finn Balor just jumped like 20, threw Styles 20 feet off the air, jumped off 20 feet in the air. And now Balor seems perfectly fine. Shotgun drop kick onto Santos. Santos is stunned, nowhere to go right now. His only choice is to just take a beating by the champion. AJ Styles sees the opportunity. Styles clash onto Balor. Into the cover. We've got a new guaranteed champion, and instead Balor's still in it. Balor continues to keep fighting Santos with that super kick. Heads to the top rope where he is comfortable. Into the splash. Santos to eliminate Styles. Oh, and a kick out instead by the Phenomenal One. Balor gets back up to his feet just in time though. Santos has got Balor into the Phantom Driver. I don't think he's got much left in him right now. Cover 1, 2, 3, and a kick out again. Just as Balor gets down, Styles gets up, and down he goes again. Santos Escobar could pull off a huge victory if he walks out as the champion. Santos with the clothesline. Balor's just trying any way possible to catch a breather, but he can't do so because of Santos. And now Styles heading up to the corner here and miscalculated there. Santos meanwhile attack to Balor, and now focuses again on the champion. This time Santos using the ropes to his advantage. The dirty pin here and a kick out again. And now Styles and Santos realizing they've got to take out the champion so that their opportunity of being the champ is going to be easier. But right now Styles focusing his attention onto Santos, going for the cover. Here is the sick. Can he put him away? 1, 2, 3, and he got him.
Escobar has been eliminated.
And we're down to the last 2, and Styles wasting little to no time here with the power bomb. One of these 2 men are gonna face Braun Breaker at WrestleMania. Finn Balor, German suplex, kept him into the bridge for just a couple of seconds here. I really don't know what Balor could be thinking right now, but he looks like he's setting up coup de grace onto Styles. Cover now, Balor, 1, 2, 3, and he retains.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your Finn Balor.
Balor with a successful title defense here tonight. His next path is Braun Breaker for next month at WrestleMania. We thank you for... What the... Oh my God! Dragon Lee! Dragon Lee with the contract! He made his statement known ahead of time, and it looks like he's not wasting it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Money in the Bank is cashing in his contract.
Here goes the bell just rang. Balor basically limping as Dragon Lee connected it into the cover. Lee wins the title.
Here is your winner in the new WWE champion, Dragon Lee!
He made his statement known. He told Finn months ago he would cash in on him when he least expected it, and he would do it in front of his face. The WrestleMania main event just completely changed. Dragon Lee, wait, what the hell? Broad Breaker right now. Cutting Lee's celebration short, reminding him of what awaits him at WrestleMania. What does this mean for WrestleMania? Braun Breaker reminding everyone and that he is looking to walk out at the top of the mountain.